Entrevistas Alfa.
Hi, I'm Mónica López, and here we are with Will, just a cook for
hello.
Alfa 91.3. So, how are you? Yeah. Tell us what things you did during lockdown. You were with your family, cooking, what?
Yeah, pretty much. Like I was with my family because we left the city. So I was living in London with my brother, and we went back home with our parents. And they had just moved house to like this small little house on a farm. So it was actually really nice. It was like a lot of digging. We built a barn.
Okay.
Like it was cute. And then I was writing lots as well. I wrote a new record from home. So that was great.
Okay. Is this your first massive presentation with an audience? Corona
This,
Capital?
as in after the pandemic or
Yeah.
just in general? I played Ready in Leeds,
Okay.
which is obviously a big festival in the UK. But that wasn't on the main stage, whereas I'm on the main stage in Corona Capital, which is going to be insane, quite like overwhelming. But so this is my first show in Mexico, so it feels weird to just like arrive here and then play like the biggest festival on the biggest stage. I'm just like, what the hell? But it's super exciting, yeah.
Okay, it's amazing for you. So
Yeah, I think it's like, the first thing of many, hopefully.
Tell us, how has everything changed since you jump, I run?
Since You Jump, I Run,
Yeah.
man, a lot. So yeah, that was my first EP, and I was like, I wrote those songs, I was like 16. So, and I re-listened to it not that long ago actually, and I found that actually as I got older I kind of came back to how I used to write as a teenager. Like I used to obviously write everything starts on my acoustic guitar.
But it
And
sounds great.
yeah, thank you. But I think I'd moved, as you start getting access to studios and just like exploring music, obviously your sound, you're trying out all these new things. And then it's actually nice, I feel like, on this new record that I've just written to like come back to the acoustic guitar and like start there, so don't start on music software, don't start in a studio, just be in your bedroom, write some songs, see what happens. So yeah, no, a lot has changed.
So for those who don't know your music, how could you describe it, or how would you introduce yourself?
It is I'm an indie singer-songwriter, guitarist, vocalist, and I would say that I just, I write songs, I write a lot of love songs, I write a lot, just about my personal experience. So I try not to, I've never been good at trying to be something other than just like kind of how I am, like right now.
We can feel that you have a lot of influences in your music, but specifically speaking of No Time to Be Alone, the Christmas song, so it's different. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so I had a very intense like love affair with Chet Baker, the jazz singer, like over 2020, and I was listening to like a lot of Billie Holiday stuff and like these old school jazz singers, and like definitely my song is not a jazz song because I'm not that good. You know what I mean? Like to say it's jazz would be wrong. But definitely the chords and like the movements and like the delivery of how like Chet Baker sings, it has this like, it has a wintry like Christmassy feel to me, and that was the kind of music that I would listen to like growing up at Christmas. So to me that's what Christmas sounds like. So maybe it's not like my normal sound, but that's what like Christmas at like my house sounds like, so.
What obstacles have you had in music industry being so young?
Man, there's no shortage of obstacles in the music industry. I guess it's just like, when you start young, you have a lot to learn, and obviously you make a lot of mistakes, or not even mistakes, you're learning, so you're not going to get it perfect. And I think sometimes when you get given a lot of opportunity when you're young and inexperienced, sometimes, you don't make the most of it, or like you don't smash it because you're not an experienced musician. And I think that sometimes the industry can be a little bit unforgiving on like second chances. You know, like this is more specifically for like the pop, like major label world. You know, if you're not like an overnight success and you're not like a #1 record, does that mean that, you know, you did something wrong? Like, absolutely not. It takes time to grow and like to learn as an artist. So I'd just say that, you know, it was an obstacle for a time, but then I was fortunate enough to have like people around me that believed in me.
Okay.
And like my manager's worked with me since I was 17, you know, so like, yeah, just allowing the time to grow can be a massive obstacle for some people because they just don't get the chance to try again, you know.
Okay. Okay. What have you heard about from Mexican people?
What have I heard?
Yeah.
What, as in about
concerts and
about like music, or what do you mean?
like to be in a concert, passionate. Or...
Right. Yeah. Well, everyone tells me like Mexican fans are insane, and that there's like, I mean, I can see it. Like, if I post anything on Instagram that's like related to being in Mexico City, like all my Mexican fans like love it so much, and they're so welcoming, and everyone's just hyped when you visit. You know, like to have a band that's not from Mexico come to Mexico. Obviously, lots of people pass through, but it's like, you know, it's quite a big challenge. You know, being from the UK to be an indie artist to get here. Yeah. You know, so that feels like a blessing to be here, and they really value it. You know, so
we love everybody.
Yeah. It's true. Very kind people.
Okay, so thank you very much for your time, Will. I wish you all success, and I hope to see you soon.
Thanks. Yeah, I hope it goes great.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, I'm Will Joseph Cook, and you're listening to Alfa 91.3, the best radio station in Mexico.
Entrevistas Alfa.